Yeah, so it's another time of spring ball. You guys are 8 in. How are you feeling after first scrimmage on Saturday?
Wow, I'm just feeling grateful to be out there, really. I've had some injuries in the past, and that have mostly kept me out of spring ball. And to get back and get the reps and developmental reps that, I've wanted my whole career, it's been
Mhm.
awesome. As a team, uh, I think we're probably the most balanced that we've been on offense as far as run and pass. And I really enjoy that. The run game's really coming along, which has been fun for the O-line. And, practices have been probably the most competitive since I've been here. I think,
Mhm.
we returned a lot of guys, a lot of old guys, and then, there's young guys developing and getting the needed reps. So it's been awesome so far.
Yeah, and you're going against when I talked to Angus the other day, he said you guys have a D line to practice against and depth on that front.
Right.
How is it going against some of those guys? I guess some of the younger guys now that are getting into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's been awesome. There's no lack of talent over on defensive line.
Mhm.
We got a lot of young guys over there right now. And then some old veterans like, JH and Brett Johnson, who, are looking really good and really stout, playing well. And it's been awesome. Those guys are really coming along, and I think the offensive line is developing with them, and that's what you want. You need those two groups to develop together and get better at the same time, and that's kind of what's happening during the spring ball. So that's a really good sign.
Yeah, how is it going against some of the? You guys have more nose guards than I think you've ever had. You have Stanley and Ricky up front there. How's it dealing with those guys when they're 320 plus?
Right. They're awesome. They're really talented young guys. I think they've really come a long way, especially since from what I saw from them in the fall, especially in the pass rush game, just getting more dynamic. I think a lot of our bigger guys are doing that right now, getting more dynamic in the pass game, which is, definitely needed from a nose these days in
Mm-hmm.
football. You can't just go in on rundowns. Got to be there for the pass too. And they're taking great steps and great strides. Obviously, they're big and athletic and can make plays. And like I said, the D line group, there's no lack of talent over there. They're going to be just fine, and they're developing with us, which is really fun.
And on the offensive line, I know Brian's obviously played some center, and Angus was saying Bastion's working at center as well. How's
Right.
it working with some of those younger guys?
I mean, Brian, if you would have told me he would be playing at the level that he is right now 2 years ago when he first came in out of Torrey Pines High School, in
Straight
the
off the golf
whatever they
course.
ran, whatever they ran off the golf course.
Option
Didn't
down
bring any
there.
clubs. Yeah, they're running the triple wing or whatever they run over there. I don't know. Whatever the offense they run over there, it's not around anymore. It's only in Torrey Pines High School. Man, has he come along? And I think probably Angus probably touched on that when you guys talked. He's really come along. His technique, especially in the pass game, he's made huge strides, and it's just fun being around him. Being around a really talented young guy who, pushes you. Sometimes I see him doing something, I'm like, dang, I gotta adopt that in my own game.
Mhm.
I gotta bring that level of play to my own game, and so that's really fun. Having a guy who's just as talented and you can bounce ideas off throughout practice and get better together. And then obviously Bastion, he's a young guy coming out of high school. It's kind of crazy. I feel so old out there. And that's crazy saying I'm only 21 years old. When I go to get my COVID test, I say my birthday is 1999. They're like, oh, you're a 99 baby? I'm like, this is crazy. We got guys born in 2003 on the team. So it's wild. I can't even believe that. That date doesn't even process my mind, but Bastion's playing really good. Obviously, he's got great size, great athleticism, all the tools to be a good lineman. He's going to develop in, especially pass protection and run protection, all the schemes that we have. This is a tough offense for a high school kid to come into. And I think in 8 practices, there's no chance I would have picked it up as fast as, some of our young guys, especially Bastion at center, have been picking it up. So it's really impressive.
Making me feel real old now.
Oh my
So,
God. It's ridiculous out there.
yeah. No, I look at the birth dates on this, and I'm like, God, there's so much that you missed from being
Yeah,
at
I know.
that point.
Exactly.
Like I
Exactly.
have very concrete memories of those years.
I
So,
know. It's wild. It's wild.
oh, man. Yeah, and you mentioned the run pass balance of the offense. How is some of the run game coming along? I know you're just kind of pushing forward there, but what do you see on film?
Right. I mean, it's fun playing for Billy Muss. I mean, he is a great coach, and he is, really dynamic in the run game. Gives a lot of looks, and he's just an awesome coach. He really trusts the O line, and I think the difference in this spring compared to the fall, and the coaches have probably touched on this in their interviews, is that we're kind of putting the offense on the fast track as far as install goes, installing the offense faster and kind of forcing it down into our brains. So we know it. So it's all fresh slate, and we get every play in right now, and then try to perfect it by the end. And then we have fall camp to get everything going. And, there's definitely been a leap in the offensive terminology and those kind of things, and the amount that we're changing stuff up, which, you really enjoy. It puts pressure on the defense and makes it tough. And then, just great balance by him. What I talk about is he trusts his players, especially guys like Chase. He trusts Chase to get us in the right look or get us in the right protection. And, mostly Chase is a pretty smart kid. He's right most of the time. Frustrates me because I'm trying to do the same.
Is he on the other side of the wall?
He's he's right across the ping pong table right now.
Oh, jeez. Times.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's fun playing for Coach Musgrave. I mean, this is an awesome offense. Like I said, it's tough to come out of high school and learn this right away, but the way our offense and the guys we have now, we can do it.
As far as when I've talked to him, he's talked about increased run schemes, just adding more as far as gap scheme, zone, all that fun stuff. They're having you pull, if I'm understanding. Have you ever pulled as a center? I know you ran some like screens in high school where you demolished dudes, but bit of a different deal.
So I've pulled. Obviously, I played guard a lot. So got my time there. The first 2 years I was at guard, and obviously, as the center, especially when you're playing even looks and things like that we might see this year, it makes sense to have the center pull. You just get in a lot of those situations, and if you're athletic enough, it's a huge tool to have. And we have a lot of great centers right now on the team that can do those kind of things. And so, we're touching on that, and that's really fun. That's what I like to do. I like to be out in space. I think that's probably plays to my strengths. So I like when they pull me, and Coach Musgraves, puts that trust in me to get the snap there and pull around. But yeah, like you said, I mean, the gap schemes, the zone schemes, everything's taken a step up in this spring, and there's more complexity to the offense. But the good thing is, we have older guys on the offensive line, me and Chase, to get us into the right things, and it's been working out so far. So we'll stay on the right track.
Yeah, and you guys have a ton of continuity on the offensive line with yourself. You have Sindo, McCade, Val, Will Craig, and other guys like Brandon who started a bit. How is it having that continuity with your full offensive line right now?
It's awesome. It just makes practice more fun, and doing things like this fall where it's my 5th year, and I'm probably taking my 5,000th one-on-one rep, and I'm taking 10 of them in practice. And so it makes it more fun to be with those guys and bounce off ideas and be able to talk about what the looks look like. And, you get to the line, and, if I have Val or Will Craig out there at tackle, I trust that they're going to make the right call, give me the right information. And I don't want to say it's a conversation out there, because you got to go fast and you got to identify, but there is trust and there is communication across the entire front. And, we like to think that we're working through one pair of eyes, 5 guys working through one pair of eyes. And, we've been successful in the past. And I think only the complexity of the run game and the pass protections that we're putting in is only going to help us going forward.
I guess last question, how's the data science going?
Data science is going good. It's a great master's program here. Any transfers that want to come take it, they should come do it. That's what I'll say. I'll stick there.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. I'll leave it at that.
That's my recruiting pitch for the guys.